Whether or not, with meteorologist Joe Bastardi, your last man standing on weather and climate here. No, we're not recording this in front of the guinea pigs. We're in another place to record it, but I like putting the guinea pigs up, okay? So here I am recording it. I've got my glasses on. So you're not going to see a lot of me, all right? There's my book, The Climate Chronicles. I keep putting that on. All right, so I want you to look at this statement, and this is going to be a relatively short whether or not. What we're going to do is ask ourselves whether or not there is a climate crisis and a moral imperative to combat it. Okay? That's what this is about. So there is the statement from House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. Okay? It's okay. Let's take a look. What is she combating? Well, does she want this to reverse? Or that, I shouldn't put it's all that agenda, okay? I shouldn't put it all on House Speaker Pelosi, all right? But do they want this to reverse, okay? Do they want personal GDP to reverse? There's your hockey stick, right? Look at what has happened once the fossil fuel era took over, right? And do they want life expectancy to change, right? There are more people on the planet living longer now. And why would that be? What could possibly be causing that, okay? Man adapts to challenges and prospers because of it. Now, here's major poverty going down. You've seen this before, but you want to know something? I got to put it on every once in a while for anybody who wants to look at it. I'm hoping people that hate me come over here and look at it and say, well, why the heck do these things show this? And someone's making things up, folks, all right? Someone is making up the idea that there's this big crisis going on, all right? So let's take a look at, let me get back over here. You might say, Joe, look, CO2 is going through the roof. Well, there's studies on this, and some are trying to link CO2. It's amazing watching this. Some studies will show the increase in CO2 and then an increase in temperature. So CO2 increases the temperature. Others show the temperature increasing first and then CO2 increasing. Still, there are others that show there's no link. So, and it's like this ball of confusion, all right? But let me just say something, all right? I've said a lot of things here, but you take a look at that and you say, well, CO2 is going up, okay, but yet we have studies that say there's no linkage. Look at the food production versus population. It's skyrocketing, right? Dr. Will Happer has been making the point that we've been in a CO2 drought, and that more CO2 will mean more plant food, more drought resistance, all right, for the crops. But look at that. Does that look like a crisis to you? The uptick of world food production and more CO2, it makes sense. More CO2 means more plants grow, and plus the advancement of man. We are not just sitting here doing nothing. This is an expanding pie. It's not just, oh, we've only got this much, okay? Maybe in 1,000 years, that's all we have. But I would assume that by that time, we will be able to use different kinds of fuels. It's just that forcing the issue overnight, creating a crisis that is not there, and say it's a moral imperative to solve a crisis that is not there, is not supported by the facts. All right, right in front of you there. Okay, that's enough. I didn't want to rant and rave on this today. I limited my hand movement, okay? I want you to enjoy the weather. It's the only weather you got.